Hi again, it's me, Lourdes. Welcome to Light Paths. This is part 2 on my video about change. My intention again is that this inspires you, motivates you to keep moving forward with your life by making positive choices. Choices that ultimately make you happy. Isn't that the ultimate goal? Shouldn't that be the ultimate goal? To make ourselves happy and clearly define what it is that we want in our lives, and get rid of the things, the situations, the people that don't really serve our purpose. Now, even when that is easy said than done, it's definitely attainable. And it will move us out of our comfort zone, of course. And I want to continue now with the story that I was sharing with you about change. And sadly, my camera got cut off because I ran out of battery. Things happen, you see. I couldn't control that. I honestly thought it was fine. The battery seemed okay, but I forgot. Okay, so, well, I was just sharing this happened in 2010. I moved to Ireland, Dublin. As you can see, this is the t-shirt I got there. I honestly was just planning to have my vacation. It was originally a 2-week vacation, and I had purchased the ticket. I was planning to visit my sister in Spain and then go on a trip with her to different parts of Europe, and I was super excited about it. But 3 weeks before the flight started, I made that drastic decision to not come back. I quit my job and I didn't come back. I told myself, you know what? I am fairly young. I wasn't in my 30s. And there's something I need to do right now in my life to create more happiness, to discover more about myself. And that's exactly what I did. Against all the odds, trust me, a lot of people told me I'm crazy. My family wasn't necessarily very supportive with me in making that decision to move to Ireland, leaving Canada, which has been my home for like 15 years now. I'm pretty comfortable here because I know the systems, I know how it works, I know the routine, and I'm very grateful for that because I've learned a lot here, absolutely. But at the time, there were other things going on in my life that obviously pushed me to make that decision. But among those is what I just shared with you. I wanted to create a different experience for me. Of course, I was younger. I didn't necessarily make the best research regardless. I still went, and I have to say I have zero regrets about me going to Ireland. I lived there. I met incredible people. Honestly, I will always cherish that experience, and it's something that I carry with me until now. And as I grow older, it's something that I pride a lot. It's not like I had support from my family at all. I made the decision. I had become independent since a very young age, and I left. I have really not a lot of savings. I still went for it. At not the best timing. It was recession time. A lot of people in Ireland were unemployed and leaving the country, moving to Australia. They were asking me, what are you doing here? You're crazy. This is like the worst timing to be here. You know, everyone would be like, oh my God, you're crazy. You're here by yourself. You know anyone? And there you go. Yeah, I honestly fell in love with this country. I cannot explain. And I wanted to have the experience. I said, well, I have the strength. Nothing stops me. I speak the language. I have gathered some experience in Canada and Peru, which is my motherland. And let's see what happens. I enrolled in a course. I did the course. I completed to the best of my abilities. I learned a lot about myself. I did jobs that I wasn't really planning to do. Coming from the corporate world experience, I did jobs that have taught me a lot. And it also showed me a lot about myself, you know, things I didn't know that I could do, my own strength, and met great individuals there in the process. So I have zero regrets about it. Honestly, I tested my limitations as well. It was great. I'm very, very happy that I did it. You know, at this point in my life, I look at that and I smile because I survived. I made it. I didn't give up. And yeah, I made a crazy decision, some people would think. Of course, now my life has changed. I've learned a lot with that experience, and now I see things differently. It has opened my mind tremendously to see beyond what I'm used to, right? I know many of you would identify with this, especially if you love to travel, if you love to see other cultures and whatnot. So change is necessary as well when you are bored. If you're bored with your routine, with your work, with your life in general, you know, or something is not really working out, if you're not happy, that's when you need to take action and do something. Make a decision. No matter how small that is, it will really help you tremendously. And that's my advice for you, because I think, yeah, but if I do this, you know, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Leave it there. Just make a decision that feels right for you, when you are at peace with yourself, when you are tranquil, and I promise you that it will be the right choice. If I can give you another example of change and what I did in my life, I wasn't necessarily happy at this job I had a few years ago. It was comfortable. It gave me the stability that I liked at the time. You know, I was working, it's a corporate job, 9 to 5. It was fine. I had all the benefits. It was good. I have no complaints in that regard, of course. Was it making me happy? Mm-mm. It was okay for like the first 2-3 years, but after it became very unpleasant for me. I felt like a prisoner. I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt like a prisoner. And I was also going through a very difficult situation in my personal life. So I was craving for change because the space where I was living, the work I had, everything wasn't working out. It's like my life needed to be cleansed massively. So I thought, why not trying this job for an airline? And I did it. I got in touch with someone that works for a company, an airline company, and I got the best advice, and I was honestly very motivated to do the change. So I said, you know what, I have nothing to lose and all to win. I went with that mindset, except I was tired. I was trying to make that choice because I was trying to escape a reality in confronting my feelings and sadness due to a situation I was going through. So I quit the job that was very safe and took this opportunity. I actually got offered 2 jobs for 2 airline companies. I ended up refusing one, and the other one I took, it was great at first. It was the most challenging experience I had to undergo, I promise you. Oh my God. I obviously didn't know what I was getting myself into. Perfect experience though. I got to be on the planes. I did some training, but then I couldn't take it anymore. I was exhausted. I was depressed, and it didn't work out. So I got kicked out. Boop, and overnight unemployed. Oh my goodness. What have I just done? I just made the worst decision. Oh my God, how silly of me. And I started blaming me for making the choice to quit my safe job where I was very miserable, to do that because that job would have given me the opportunity to leave my comfort zone, the place where I was living, and escape the reality that I didn't want to confront because it was very painful. I'll be honest with you. So I took the steps, I made the choice, I moved, and boom, it didn't work out. It didn't work out. It was awful. It's not fun to be unemployed, of course not. But then I discovered so much about myself, and it wasn't the end of the world, you know. I kept going, you know, as life presented me with so many events due to the decisions that I made, and I had to trust that I made the right choice. Even when I didn't have the support from many that I thought would support me, it doesn't matter. I still went for it. And I learned about my own resilience. And I also got to meet incredible people in that process that showed me more. And then I found my path and I got a job and things got better. And I understood now why I wasn't working at that place. You know, we don't just make a decision with the intention to escape and numb a problem that you're having, you know, because it's not gonna work out in the end. And that was a big lesson for me. It was a big lesson. And oh my God, I could tell you so many things about change because I constantly go around it. And I have learned to flow. And that was the toughest thing to master, I have to say, because from wanting to create results to not getting what I wanted exactly, I was slapped in the face many times, okay? And I just decided to drop the control and to move forward with the events that the life would present me with. And when you have an unexpected change, like, you know, the government telling you that you have to pay this unexpectedly, or your landlord tells you you need to move out because there's a problem with the building, or anything, just something that you never planned, and it is not like, oh my God. Remember, this is not your decision, but you have the decision, okay? You have the choice to determine how you want to react to that. You can be sad about it, you can be angry about it, you can be happy about it, and you can just see it as an opportunity for growth. Because you deserve all the best, ultimately. Don't ever forget that, okay? And perhaps something in that place isn't really working for you, and you haven't even noticed yet. I don't know what it could be. It could be many different things, of course. For everyone, this would be different, but I want to tell you that. So that's why it's important to release the control and surrender to how events unfold, and you just control your own actions, your own decisions, by making choices that are more in alignment to who you are. And what do I mean by that? I mean, like, be honest with yourself, be real with yourself. Does this make you happy? Does this make you happy? Does this not? So then, what can I do to create the change? Start with yourself. By you changing, taking the steps, it will cause an effect around you. I promise you that too. And the more intentional you are, you will also attract a lot of different things. So you need to be very careful about intention. I keep saying, what's your intention? What's your intention? Because I want to make people reflect on what is it they're actually meaning by doing this, by coming to me, by talking to me, by sending this email, by making this video. And like, even now, I'm doing this because, you know what, I just want to share with you that it's okay to go through change, and we need to learn to accept. No, it's not easy, but it's possible. And I figure I'm going to share with you a little bit of my experiences so that you can see how you can apply this towards your life. You know, I just want this to motivate you to keep moving forward and to not give up, because there will always be a way. Sometimes we think there's no choice, but there is no choice. And I've heard it many times. I've heard myself being stuck in a situation and I didn't see anything else at all. But then I really snapped out of all the BS that I was living. And I said, you know what? I am open. I told myself, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna see what's out there. I'm gonna explore, and I will be open to this. Is there anything else? There might be another choice. And you'll be surprised of the choices that we have and we don't see, and how much power we have just by our own actions. So with this, I want you to be positive about it, about all the situations that unfold in your life, so that you can create better realities, okay? Different realities, and be happy, you know? And I know I was recording this video and it got cut off halfway. I had pulled an oracle for everyone going through change right now to see if there's an extra advice for you all, and I will shuffle again. Okay, so I'm gonna shuffle again, and I just want an advice for anyone going through change and that's currently struggle. So what's the advice? Let's see what's going on. Let's go for it. No, one more time. Okay, no, not yet. Not yet. That's how I that's how I roll, guys. This one. All right. Well, look, they want you to take a different perspective in your life by being poised, if you can see. Right. And it's really interesting because just below in this deck, you see clean it up. I don't know if you can see it. Clean it up. All right. Yeah. Okay. So this change that you're going through is definitely necessary. There's a new beginning coming up to you, and you just should be open. Literally open your arms and be receptive. Learn to be receptive. How can you be receptive? For everyone, this would be different, of course, but just be grateful for the blessings you have in your life already. You're healthy, you have a job, you are not homeless living in the streets. There's always someone that has it worse than us, you know? And it's also a choice. Becoming conscious of that will be key to how things will unfold in your life. So just remember that. If you want to be happy, act happy, but be real, okay? So, well, I hope you have enjoyed this. I have really enjoyed talking to you about change because it's really one of the topics that I have constantly observed, and I think at this point I could write a book. Maybe one day, who knows, honestly. And well, with me until next time, I would really appreciate that you give me a thumbs up, a comment below, and if you like this, I'll make more of these videos. And of course, if you would like to have a session with me, don't hesitate to contact me through my Facebook page, Light Paths, on Instagram as Lourdes_lightpaths, and send me an email as well at lourdes.lightpaths@gmail.com, and see how I can be of service to you and how I can assist you with the energy work that I do and how I've helped myself until now, and I still keep doing this. So just to share, I mean, anything that you want to talk about, and if I can be by all means of any help to you, it would be my absolute pleasure. If you're ready to make things happen, you've got this, okay? Have an amazing week, everyone, and with me until next time. Adios.